Hello, how are you, sir?
Wonderful. How are you, sir?
We're doing fantastic over here in the big town of Lansing, Michigan.
Oh, Lansing. It's a lovely place. I went through there once.
Did you really?
I did.
What?
So it was a tour back in 1987.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the name of the hall we played. It was a large hall, which I think is used for roller derby.
Oh.
Do you have a roller derby hall there?
We do.
Not anymore. I'm thinking it was.
They tore it down after we came through. That must be it. The music was so good that they had to toss the place down.
Well, because nobody else would be able to hold that level of music up, so they'd have just had to tear it down.
Oh, that's right. I'm so writing you in my will.
But that was probably the Lansing Center, which they tore down. Yeah, it was right there in the 80s sometime. Late 80s, probably.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, I'm sure they've built something better, right?
It's a state. It's a state building now, so like a state of Michigan government building.
Oh, leave it to the government to take over all the fun places, eh?
Exactly.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of background on us. I don't know if you have checked us out on Facebook at all or anything.
I have. You're new horror host, from what I understand.
Yeah, we're the Baron and Sindee Nyte show.
And you wear a mask.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Look, I should wear a mask like that. With a face like mine, I should wear a mask like that.
Exactly.
What's my logic?
I could always send you my old one, my original mask.
I know within 5 minutes, Angela would steal it and add it to her mask collection.
Yeah, she probably would.
Yeah, she would. But we do more of a talk show, and originally I had asked whoever it was I was talking to if you wanted to do a split screen, and he said that you would do a telephone call. So here we are.
Yeah, I loathe the whole Zoom call thing.
Me too.
It's terrible. It always looks awful, and it's like, all right, well, if we're going to talk about like next week's corporate meeting, I suppose it'd be nice, but for this, a phone call's fine.
Yeah, no, that's why, everybody always asks us, when we have guests on our show, well, you could get so-and-so on your show if you do like a split screen show. And I'm like, no, they're either going to be in my studio or we're not going to do it.
That's a nice way to go. We've never done it either.
Yeah.
It's almost during the whole thing prior, we thought about doing it. We said, forget it. No, we won't do it. That's when we started having on fishmongers and local merchants instead of movie stars. And all the movie stars scared of diseases, which is surprising considering what Hollywood's like.
Right. So how did you make that transition from being a rock star to a horror movie host? How does that happen?
Well, there was a large retirement in between.
Okay.
So I had nothing to do, and I became quite bored with myself.
Oh.
I said, well, let's do this instead. And so we did.
Right.
And, we're going to do something else. We're going to do a different type of show. And then we hooked up with Tom Walsh, who's now our director. And he was involved with the original Creature Feature show with Bob Wilkins.
Oh, okay.
Right. So we did that. We may end up doing something else someday. But right now, we're still having fun.
That was going to be my next question. Are you really enjoying this? Is this something that... you could see yourself doing for years down the road?
Well, we're coming up to our 8th year. Actually, our 9th year. The beginning of our 9th year is coming soon. And this week we will tape our 400th episode.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Right, 400 Saturday shows. We've already done like 65 Friday shows, so...
That's wow.
No, we've done quite a few. But, we've got some good people starting to come up. We've got... Juliet Landau coming soon. You know her?
What was the name again?
Juliet Landau.
I don't recall it, no.
She was on Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, okay.
And she is the daughter of Martin Landau and Barbara Payne.
Okay, all right. Well, that's probably why
if you ever watched Mission Impossible or Space 1999, you'd know those two.
Right, yeah. Well, the Landau name sounded familiar to me, but the name itself wasn't. But Martin Landau, that certainly is a name I know.
Right. No, Julie, lovely woman. She looks like a mother with dark hair.
Nice.
So, how did you guys come up with like these characters that you have for creature features, like Livingston and Tangela and yourself?
Characters.
Okay, that's your people.
Yeah. What, I mean, how did Mr. Livingston become, your butler and Tangela? How did you guys come together? I mean, you're like three
totally different things.
Kinda, yeah.
So Livingston was he was a houseman for another rock star I knew, and I stole him.
Nice.
Many years ago, because he wasn't being paid enough, and
right.
I thought he'd have more fun working for me, which I think he did as well, and now he probably in hindsight doesn't think so. Tangela, she was. I had a place in Brentwood, large home, and I had a large party one night, and the next morning the entire place was trashed.
Oh no!
And but there were these three girls there, and one of them was Tangela, and they had somehow come into the soiree and made themselves at home and never left.
So
no, that's true. And the three of them were with me for a number of years down in Los Angeles.
Oh wow!
And when I moved up here, they all came up, but two of them left.
So
and Tangela was the only one to stay.
How do you keep Tangela from destroying the mansion?
I don't.
Okay, that's.
You just let her go.
No. Well, we've got a handyman on site, and he takes care of most of the things. But yeah, we have her now doing an explosive thing farther away from the home. So.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately for John Provost, who lives right down the hill, he gets the brunt of this now, it would appear.
Right. So you got you're talking about 8 years, going on 9 years of doing this. Do you have a specific movie maybe that stands out? This is one of your favorite movies.
I've shown so many favorites, I couldn't name one. But most of the good films we show are on the Friday show.
Okay.
Apparently, we've only got short-term leases on those films, so the Friday shows we run them for a few months and then they go away.
Oh, okay.
And we've done some really nice ones like Death Race 2000.
Right.
And what else have we done? Dawn of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody I cannot name. We even did the what's the one with Damien?
Oh,
Omen.
Omen.
The Omen. We even did the Omen.
Nice. I'll have to look that one up. Wow.
Well, you won't find it because it's a short-term lease.
Oh, is that a short-term? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right. So, after that, and there's no, with the Friday shows, there's no interview, there's not much other than Tangela and I speaking for maybe 10 minutes.
Right.
And then it's all movies, so.
Yeah.
So when you produce your shows, for, we'll say the Saturday, because that's the ones I've seen, how long does that take you to, from start to finish, to produce one of those?
So, of course, I'm not the producer, but as far as the actual production goes, it goes rather quickly. It's the guest arrives, and we've already taped the intro, we've already taped the letter segment, and the guest arrives, and we do the remaining 6 segments, and it all goes rather quickly. Because there's no planning, there's no, we just sit down and chat.
Yeah,
there's no prearranged questions, anything like this.
Yeah,
our biggest trouble is when we have a guest who brings something to show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's we say only bring 4 of whatever it is you're bringing. They always bring 20, and they say, all right, you choose the 4. And it's I'm standing there with my finger in my ear, wondering which one of these things. So we make them just bring 4, and it works out better. We had a man with a monkey just last week.
Awesome.
Nope, he's been on before with his baboon, and he brought a tiny little monkey and an alligator this time.
Oh, and an alligator?
And an alligator, a rather large one as well.
See, I'm a big alligator fan. I collect them.
It was 5 feet long, for 1.2 meters if you're obeying the metric system.
Nope.
Let's see, 1 meter is 3 feet, right?
Right.
Hey, see, I know something. Doggone it.
So, right, that episode, I believe, will be airing next week.
Awesome.
Not this Saturday, but the next
following
one.
one? Okay. Well, we do play at, outside of our studio, we have our business, Voodoo's World of Antiques, and inside the shop, we have a TV screen that's up on the wall, and we play creature features throughout the day. So.
How wonderful!
Yeah.
Well, that will scare away any potential clients.
Well, that's what
you have walking through your front door.
That's what we're trying to do. So
right.
It works.
And if they don't like you and your show, then they're not going to like our shop.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Oh well, they'll definitely not like our show, but I bet they will like your shop. What do you sell there?
Everything creepy, strange, weird.
Odd.
Yeah, it's an oddity shop. Yeah, it's an oddity store.
Right. No, it's a shop of curiosities.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, those are wonderful. And that's in downtown Lansing.
Yep.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this?
We're on our 3rd year.
3 years in the business. So
well,
where does one go to find these types of curios?
Well, we've been acquiring for 30.
Yeah, we've been.
So it's a house cleaning venture.
Yeah. Start cleaning out rooms.
Myself. I've got an actual, here, I'm in the parlor, and I've got an actual shrunken head. I have no idea what this is worth.
Is it a real one?
It's a real one.
Yeah, you're looking at probably...
It's glass, and it smells terrible.
Oh, it's probably...
And, no, it's a real... there was all kinds of things left in this home when we moved in.
Really?
Like, all the taxidermy. People... I get letters from people saying, oh, you shouldn't hunt animals and stick their craniums on your walls. And they were already here.
Right.
You would be ashamed to throw them away.
Absolutely. I would love one. I have a replica. I don't have a real one.
Yeah.
No, we've got an entire wall full of them. One was a moose.
Oh, nice.
We don't have those in the UK.
You don't have moose?
Nothing like a moose at all.
Really?
Nope.
That's strange.
Nothing like it.
Huh. Must just be like a northern or western United States thing, I guess.
Right. We've got some type of elk-type beast.
Okay.
But no moose.
No moose. Well, they are a cool animal.
Meese? How do you say many moose?
Moose.
Mooses. Mooses.
Mooses?
Mooses.
So gooses would be...
Geese.
Geese.
Gooses, geese. All right. No, I get it.
See,
I'm finally getting around to learning proper American English.
I've lived here and been an American, lived here all my life, and I still haven't figured it out. So good luck with that.
All right. Well, that's one of those things one must do.
Yeah.
When you're in a country. I tried living in Scotland for a while. I tried doing that accent. It did not come out right. They found it more offensive. They just said, "Oh, speak this stupid Brit."
Now, is there, I guess I've never really paid that close attention. Is there quite a bit of, dialect change between Scottish and English? I mean...
The accent.
Yeah, the accent, yeah.
Right. No, they speak, I think it sounds better than regular British English. It sounds more musical.
Yeah.
Same with the Irish.
Okay.
No, I think they speak English better than the rest of us.
I'll be darned.
British and Americans, I think the Irish and the Scottish speak it much better than us, but what do I know?
Yeah, probably. Do you still play or dabble in music at all?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, I just released an album, 2 months ago?
Okay.
I think it was 2 months ago, maybe it was 3. It's members of my former band, Prince of Darkness, and we got together and we put together a little album. It's called The Devil's Matinee.
Okay.
And you can find that on anywhere where they have the music serving thing, including on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Well, we'll have to check it out.
It's been well received. It's Prince of Darkness is the band, Devil's Matinee is the name of the album, and it's the first album I've done in quite a number of years. But I finally got my catalog back. It's been in in a legal quagmire for the past 10 years.
Oh, no.
But we're going to get it back. We're going to be releasing one from the 80s, which was our first and only crack at doing 80s type music.
Right.
So it's not the typical rock and roll that we do. It's like it's got all the beep beep sounds one would expect from a 1980s pop band.
Right.
They're not as good. I mean, we're no flock of seagulls or anything like that.
Well, we like different. So.
Yeah,
Flock of bats. You know, that's what I should have done. I should have had a band called A Flock of Bats.
A Flock of Bats.
There you go. Brand new. Now you got something else to work with.
Right.
No, it's too late. I should have done it long ago. I always do this. I come up with wonderful ideas years after they've already been invented.
Oh, I know. I'm same. I think you and I are probably about the same age, and I think I do that all the time. I think, why didn't I start this like 20 years ago or even 10 years ago? Or yeah. Little too late.
Yeah, investments as well. I had a chance to buy into Facebook back in 2004.
Oh.
That's Facebook. Well, what would I want with a book of faces?
Right.
Right.
I mean, who would have thought something like that would have worked? You know. When
right.
It first
Now he's got this giant yacht, and oh well.
Yeah.
I'll just add that to my list of reasons to die.
Aw.
Well, you know, we're all going to die eventually.
That's right.
I don't know if I
So
will.
you're doing your show weekly.
Every other week. So we have one
Every
coming.
other week.
Yeah, we have one coming this Thursday.
Yeah, so it'll be this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You do them on Thursdays?
Yeah.
Why?
We felt like Saturday nights, for the type of show we have, everybody's out doing something.
Oh.
You know?
And we're live.
Right.
Yeah, because it's live.
Right.
Even though the vast majority of our viewers are recorded, so you could watch the show, you know, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, year later. But we just felt we're getting more people watching it live during the week, so we can interact with them.
Well, that makes all kinds of sense.
Yeah.
You know, our audience, they're like us. They don't have much of a social life, so they're always home on a Saturday night.
Right.
And then we count on that. But I suppose if we were to show it on like a Sunday night, we get some of the hip people watching us as well.
Yeah.
Right? You never know, because, you know, Saturday nights you got people like the Baron watching you.
Yeah. I watch everything.
Baron, who's the Baron?
The gentleman talking to you on my side over here.
Yeah, me.
You said him as it was a third person or something. I didn't quite understand.
Yeah, I refer myself to the Baron as well. So, you know, I talk in the third person sometimes, which kind of annoys myself. So.
That could be most amusing or somewhat disturbing,
Yes.
depending on how it's received.
Yes.
Very much so. Very much so.
Good. Well, you have any more questions before I run?
No, we just really appreciate you coming on and talking to us, and means a lot to us. And you know, we'll just keep watching you guys on TV, and maybe we'll send you guys a little care package.
We'd love that.
Yeah.
Tangela would certainly love it.
Oh, I've got something in mind for Tangela.
No explosives, please.
Oh, well.
She already has plenty. We have one of those already.
Yeah. Now we'll come up with a nice care package that will keep all you guys safe.
That's so kind of you.
Yeah.
So kind of you. Well, it was lovely chatting with you. Great success for the show.
Okay.
And I hope to see you up on the tally one day.
All right. Wonderful.
We hope so too, and thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you. Ta-ta.
All right. Bye-bye.